Hi, my name's Lucas. I'm just doing some scratch vocals for Michael's game, and this is where the magic happens.
March is going to be a very busy month for me. The first in a series of busy months to come, I think. I need to make a really good start on some of the assets for the game this month if I want to maintain my schedule going further forward with the game. To that end, I'm mainly going to be working on the sprites and the rotoscoped animation, at least making a good start on that. Working on tile sets, a fair amount of code, and if I do have time to do so, recording some scratch dialogue. Hopefully I can stay on track this month, get everything done nice and fast, and then maintain my schedule moving further forward. Rotoscoping is quite an old style of animation. Now, what rotoscoping is when you film a subject, you then have an animator go through and over the top of the filmed footage traces those images frame by frame. I've always loved rotoscoping, mainly for its use in games, also in films, but mainly in games. Now, a few games I'd point out that had rotoscoped animations are definitely Flashback and Prince of Persia, and Another World or Out of This World. Now, what you get at the end of the day is something that looks hand-drawn, like a traditional line animation, but has this surrealistic quality in terms of the movement of the subject. It's almost like a hyper-realistic sort of look, because it is a real person really moving around. Anyway, I'm about to do an animation test now. I'm just going to do a couple of basic sort of stances, walk cycles and that sort of thing. I'm going to pop it into Photoshop when I'm done, animate it up and see how it looks and see if there's anything I need to change before I do all the animations for the game. Cool. It can be hard to stay motivated when you're working on a game by yourself. When you're not working with anyone else closely, it can be hard to drive yourself to continue working on it day in, day out. I find that I just need to get out of here sometimes, just go take a walk. I spent a good couple of days doing the walk cycle for the main character, getting right in there and just pumping it out, getting it done. I had a good look at it once I was finished, next day, and decided I didn't like the way I'd done them. So that was off to the bin with them to start that all over again. This always happens in every project that you do, but it's always demoralizing. You feel like you've just wasted time. You've put a lot of time into something, and in the end you're not even going to use any part of that in the final product. I think it's important to take a wider view of things, and stepping out, clearing my head really helps with that. Now that I have the animation for the main character complete, I'll be heading out to see a friend of mine.
You are weak, unskilled. How disappointing.
Okay, so yeah. Lucas is a very good friend of mine. We've known each other since high school. He's helped me out in the past on my previous games, and it'll be great to involve him in this project as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, the player's a bit different. So he's just like he's a typical everyman. He's not like a big fucking boisterous knight or anything. He's like, he's a relatively good-natured person. He's not like nobility or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like his little thing is by the end of it he turns into like.
And to you, my friend, stay safe.
This guy's what he looks like. He's a cunt. He's a big bad cunt. He's a big baddie.
God, this could be a mistake.
At this moment, we're recording what we call scratch dialogue. Scratch dialogue is dialogue that you will be using in place for polished dialogue that will come on a later stage.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Actually.
Now, it's important to get scratch dialogue with a good voice actor because good voice actors talk at a different rhythm to you or I. They tend to talk a lot slower, and that can affect the pacing of any animation that you're doing. At this stage, I haven't given him much to go on. I've got a basic plot overview and a portrait of each of the main characters, and that's all he's got to work with, and he did an amazing job with what he had.
Where is our king?
Now, I think this is going to turn out alright.
We have only a handful of men and a few supplies. We cannot complete this journey.
Sweet.
Fantastic.
Say bye, Lucas.
Bye!